and we can start with Bitcoin. Also, I will check the dominance. Yeah. So let me know. I think it's correct today. The connection isn't lagging. So let's voice plus screen and we can start. So check before we start. I will wait 2-3 minutes. Up. And you are free to comment your alt analysis. And yeah, I think there will be some good setup, because if Bitcoin hold on support, some alt are gonna pump again. I think so, but without confirmation it's hard to say. So I will scroll. I will scroll the market to help you. And hop. Just 1 second. Okay, perfect. Hi. Yeah, everything looks okay. So let's go. So before we start, again, this is not financial advice. Everything you see and you heard here, you should be agree before investing. That's not financial advice. And with the volatility of the market, you are subject to losses. So do your own research and let's go. So I will check also the Bitcoin dominance, because it's not because Bitcoin price dump that the whole market have to dump. So yeah, you see exactly yesterday I said we are still, to sum up about Bitcoin, I will explain it quickly, because we are regarding the time frame. Nothing has changed since few days, as we are looking to the weekly view. Again, I said that it was in November, yeah, at this candle close, I explained that we are likely gonna enter in a sideways phase inside this weekly Kumo. So one candle is 1 week of time. So that's very important to notice it, because in 1 week you can have a lot of movement on both sides. Currently, as I explained, under without weekly candle break above the Kijun here, it looks more like a bearish breakout, because it can be a Kijun retest before to see another low. Okay, so next stop for me, I think the 73 or 71 will be better, because if we break here, the bearish momentum will be very strong. The bearish pressure will also increase. But as I explained, technically we are still in a strong downtrend path. On the daily, we are still strongly bearish. Also, if you look at the daily, if you are seeing the same line as mine, I think there is a bit of delay. Let me know yeah, if it's working well, because of the lagging of the delay of the stream, but it should be the case. If you look at this daily view, to explain quickly, we are currently, it looks pretty bearish at the moment, under 95. Yeah, 95 here above the yellow zone. We have since this exact candle break on October 25 plus this also breakout under 108k on the daily, we are clearly into a bearish trend on the daily time frame. If you look at Ichimoku, very simply, lagging span broke under Kumo Tenkan Kijun. We barely retested the SSB. Here it was a clean bearish flag retest confirmation. We broke under the 106, 108k. That confirmed a very strong and sharp downtrend move. It's very clean here. Let me just take another chart to not. This is the same volume, so this will be similar data. We are up on Binance. Okay, so it won't affect my drawing. So if I put Ichimoku on this one, if you look at the daily, it's very clean. It's very clean how the market is respecting the daily trend at the moment. As I explained, it can be a kind of bearish continuation pattern. If it's the case, then that will be terrible, because with a very high possibility to print a new low, and likely if you report the metrics from the previous, it can give us very large potential for the bear side, but I have the 71k. I think it should match. 75. So we have 81k, 79, 75, and 71, 73k to watch on. But I was very curious about why we have not retested yet the 100k and 98. So this is also a possible scenario, because I know this market, and the liquidation map can also be very tricky for retailers. So as I explained yesterday, if we don't confirm a breakout under the lower low, technically, because we have a clean pattern right now, maybe something like this, or a triangle. Let me know if you see a kind of triangle, ascending triangle, or bearish continuation pattern. Technically, I think more about bearish continuation pattern regarding the daily, but technically, as I explained, without bearish confirmation and candle break likely on the daily or on the H4 under this current low, we can still see a retest and a break of this trend to confirm on the higher time frames. If you look at the weekly, because the lagging span is still very neutral, we are still very neutral, so inside this zone the real move have not even started, and we have not even see a retest of the usually the 50% fib, like you see here, corresponding to the ATH and the lower low we made here. So you have the 50% fib at 103k, but the 98 also golden pocket. So my question is, will we see a bearish breakout and a trend continuation before seeing any retest higher. Difficult to say, but currently without buy volume and without clean bullish breakout above the main trend, I won't risk any short position or any long position. Just waiting for me, the best is to wait for breakout under 84 or bullish break above the main uptrend, or the 95k for safe play on Bitcoin. So that's why since now a few weeks, and it can also last few weeks more, Bitcoin, there is really no direction, because as I explained, if you look also at the monthly view, technically we are still above the weekly trend. And if you look at, if you keep it very simple, if you understand the basics of trading, if you look at this point, we are still into a solid uptrend on the monthly. On the weekly we are neutral, and as I explained a few months ago, I called for the top exactly. If you followed my stream, we are now at the bearish correction I expected for on the monthly time frames. Usually in a strong bull trend you often have a bullish reaction at the middle of this level. We are still above on the monthly candle close, and very important also, if you look at the weekly, we are also still above the previous low. So calling for a bear market now, for me it's bullshit. We are clearly bullish on the monthly. The fact is that the price zone on Bitcoin is very neutral, so that's why a lot of people speculate for larger move. But seeing a solid bull reaction, if we hold above, let's say, this zone, and as long as we have not confirmed clean weekly candle break under 78, maybe we'll gonna tap the 71, but above this level there is a solid possibility to move, at least to revisit the previous big support that we break few weeks ago. So that's why today I'm gonna move on swing setup on altcoin, because Bitcoin view is very unstable, and without direction I can't really speculate with high accuracy. And people are gonna tell you, oh, we are in a bear market, we are in a bull market. To me it's very clean that we are still in a bull market. If you look at the monthly, I don't say for altcoin, I talk about Bitcoin, because altcoin are literally in bear market since few years for most of them, because of the altcoin market capitalization, and I explained it. So for example, if you look at Cardano, it's now traded lower than a few years ago. So people can't really call about bull market on altcoin. It makes no sense. But if you look at here, we are, let's keep it very simple. So as long as we are inside this yellow zone, the real move for me has not even started. And my opinion is that we are likely gonna see, why not, a double bottom here and the retest of the lower main demand zone. Maybe a fake breakout under the main uptrend to trap user. That's also possible. You see, if I adjust the trend, because the daily view, the momentum is pretty red, and the current daily bearish momentum and the fear of the market is very red. So on the short term, I won't be surprised to see another maybe 10% crash. It's totally possible. But as I explained, we can also revisit higher levels. So this is very tricky. But for the medium term, if I had to be at lower entries, I would wait for this level. And if you are seeing a weekly candle break under, let's say 79, because that's the Kumo, then that could trigger, and people could say that we are now in a bearish market territory for Bitcoin, with a huge potential of dump toward 50k that I explained, corresponding to the exact, if I remember, if you look at the previous bull cycle since 17k, if you look at the main trend, you have the lower golden pocket here, 55, 56, and lower fib around 50k plus huge levels. So that's why currently be very cautious with Bitcoin, also with the market, the macroeconomical market news and instability regarding the Fed and the decision rate about the market in US. So what do you think about Bitcoin? I'm curious about your point of view. And now I will move on because I know you want to see some magical setup. So I will try to find some. So just, I won't explain much when I see a neutral chart, because usually when I trade, I can skip like 15 charts if they are neutral, and I trade only the best chart I see. So that's what we are gonna do right now. So let's go, and if you have a chart in mind, let me know in comment, please. So for people who don't know me, I'm able to trade every type of market, bull, bear, neutral, because over time I learned to wait for clean confirmation on the market, not chasing short-term hype. I used to trade the short-term because of adrenaline and I liked it, but trust me, you are much more profitable if you wait for breakout and confirmation. And that's especially what we are gonna do right now. And by doing this, it's like playing blackjack to me, if I can explain it in another way. When you play blackjack, if you can count all the cards, you are the master of the game. You have the same tools in your hand. When you scroll 50 chart, you can skip 45 because there is clearly no momentum. They are very neutral. But if you scroll and find only 5 good charts, then the statistic will play in your favor. And that's especially why I achieved to have over time 90, 85, 80% accuracy on my chart analysis over time and over years. That's very important to be profitable over time, because trading is a full-time job, and it's not as people think. It's not gambling when you are professional in what you do. So let's go. First of all, I'm looking at the volume because okay, I didn't put maybe Binance. I look at the volume because without volume on assets that have no volume, technical analysis, you can be profitable, but it's very tricky because of the market manipulation and volatility. I like Zcash, so ZEC chart because okay, so we saw finally a dump. Last time I was wrong, but I called about that level. Z cash very tricky again. As you can see, daily very inside this zone. You see, when you are on the daily, when the lagging span is between the Kumo and prices, you know that the market will likely range for a lot of time without clear direction. On the weekly, it's the same. We are very neutral inside this box. Let me check. But we are late. Yeah, we could have found a nice opportunity for viewers here at this trend, but we are very late. There is a lot of resistance right now. The market is clearly not bullish. Maybe ZEC is gonna move inside this range zone. I don't know. Yeah, it will likely depend on Bitcoin. Inside this zone, this is very neutral, and seeing rejection at resistance looks very possible. 420 big resistance, likely for a short-term trade, like a scalp 2-3%. But if we break under this level, then we could move toward this one. But currently we are at resistances, very neutral. So, and clearly no direction for ZEC, so I don't like this chart right now. We got a perfect bounce on the golden pocket. That was an inside bull opportunity here. From the top, I guess we corrected 60%. Yeah, oh, exactly 60%. Because I knew it's always the same. When you have a huge pump, huge wave upward, I called for the exact top on ZEC. If you remember my chart, I will show you that I'm not lying, but I think you know about that. Money rotation incoming, I call many times. Yeah, you see, that's crazy, the accuracy over time. It was bearish setup on ZEC. We could see a 30% plus bearish correction. It was, wow, at the exact top. I call for the exact top on ZEC once again. Yeah, there was a triple top. Yeah, and 60% correction, exactly as I explained in the live. Golden pocket reaction. Currently we have the upper golden pocket. So yeah, very neutral. Let's skip to another one. Hop. SWI, maybe, because my goal today is to find you some good setup. Oh, SWI, I was right. We touched almost the level I mentioned. Yeah, nice. That was a nice setup. One candle is 4 hours here. You can imagine, since 1 month, almost, yeah, 1 month exactly, we touched 2 times this zone, 30% of them. That was a clean move. But the whole market is very shit right now because we are stuck between K resistance and between K support. So that's why for swing traders, without clean direction, I recommend you to reduce your target for profit to maximize your chance to exit and to win over time, because the market moves are really scary on both sides. SWI, maybe we have a short opportunity here. maybe. And again, this is not financial advice. Everything I say, it's all about my personal opinion. So if you want to follow my ideas, just be aware of market volatility, and again, that's not financial advice. So maybe we have a bearish retest here on SWI. It looks like, because we are now exactly at the 50% fib level, and if it's a range play, and if Bitcoin continues to dump, then SWI is likely gonna, 15%. I expect at least to see some bearish rejection inside this box, because this is a daily resistance. Momentum is clearly bearish also on the daily. At least for the short term, we might do something. Whoa, nice. You see, guys, when you find, when you search, you find, I found something very interesting on SWI, and this is very accurate. If I zoom, you see the accuracy. So I'm on the exact touch here, one touch, and yeah, so we can see another rejection to see a triple bottom on this K level, because, and you can clearly see that this level also used to be a solid support. We are now retesting this level, so yeah, it can be a nice setup to me. SWI short play, maybe few percent, but I see a good potential for a dump here, and validation can be above this 1.58, but you will also see in case of breakout, because you have the trend line, even if there is only 2 points of contact, it's clearly valid to me, because you see here, each time we approach the trend line, each time you saw solid rejection. So meaning that whale and market maker were aware about the fact that this trend line was present here. Now if I zoom at the monthly, weekly, we are still very bearish. Lagging span under prices, we also cross the Kubo with the lagging span. Usually it means that the momentum is shifting from long term on the weekly, from bulls to bear. The current price on the weekly is stuck under K previous support. They have not even been retested, so it means that the bullish pressure is very weak, and we are clearly in a bearish market. I can't say phase, but momentum. The momentum is clearly bearish for SWI at the moment. So we have the weekly high at 1.8, weekly low at 1.3, and it's very interesting to see that. Have you noticed this? You see, that was a very nice buy opportunity here. If you look at the main weekly trend, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. So the market, even with panic moves, they don't. It always react on K level. So currently, we are very neutral inside this box, and we can easily, if Bitcoin dump, we can at least, I won't speculate about a bearish breakout under this level again, because this is a very strong one, but at least if Bitcoin cannot regain in momentum, I expect at least to see another test Why not a triple bottom here? And because we are bearish on the higher time frames, we are stuck in a long-term neutral zone, and we are under many levels. So market price here could move sideways for a while inside this zone, and for the bulls we have to clearly exit the range top. And here we have, if I'm right, this is a range, and we are exactly retesting the 50% fib and the middle of the range. So usually when you break under, you retest and you are gonna likely create a new bottom. So yeah, under the 1.58, I think 3 is a good sell opportunity. Just my personal point of view. It's not a safe setup because the market is clearly not bullish or clearly not bearish, and trading inside a long-term neutral zone is much more risky than finding bull trend or bear trend, because without momentum the volatility can be very strong on both sides. But at least we can do something with this one. So let me know if you are gonna take it, and yeah, just let me know and comment if you are agree with my ideas. I like to learn with you, and I can also be wrong, but I'm just sharing my own knowledge. So that's look interesting for SWI, and as it's a large cap, if SWI is gonna dump also, I think most of others alt are gonna follow the same momentum. Let's go for link USDT. It has not break out. It haven't break out. At least we caught a nice 20% pump on Chainlink, but yeah, it looks very tricky because wow, we are still very neutral under resistances also. Very difficult for Chainlink to affirm something. If you look at the chart, yeah, that was this one. For me, if there is no bull pressure here, we are likely gonna dump. I explained it. But currently Chainlink, I will skip it because it's very neutral. It's still under, now it's bearish on the daily, very neutral on the H4, and wow, on the daily, on the weekly, we cannot take a short position on such a long-term weekly support, because even if Bitcoin dump, Chainlink can keep getting accumulate above this huge level. Yeah, so very strong support, likely to me a very good buy opportunity for the long term, but for the short term, Chainlink, I won't bet on it right now, except for doing DCA and long term accumulation, because you know Chainlink for me is highly under value. Trump, 1 billion volume today. Wow, crazy. No, market cap. Yeah, tac. Trump, where is it? Okay. Now 1 billion market cap almost. How can this shit coin still have 1 billion dollar market cap when you have such a project much more useful for the blockchain and the DeFi economy, valuable much less? That's crazy. It's only about speculation here. So I will try to find something about Trump. Wow, Ooh, at least. That was a very big trap here. If you remember, guys, my previous outlook, we nicely get this cup and handle 30% pump, but at some point I was wrong because we saw a very strong rejection. Look at the current price. Whoa, that's insane. That's why, guys, non-utility token, when you are in a red market, think about this token is literally a Ponzi. There is no utility for the real economy, and you still have 1 billion market cap almost. So imagine how many sell pressure you can still have on it. So we are clearly bearish on Trump for the long term. And yeah, under this red, oh wow, it looks pretty scary because I often see this kind of configuration. Usually when you see this trend line here, usually when you have such a recovery, if the project is decent, if the metrics are good, if the on-chain adoption is very strong, if the project is developing well, after the yearly accumulation phase, for example, if it was a long-term reversal, we would have seen something like this, boom, with a huge spike in volume because of the momentum and the bullish accumulation phase ended. But if you look at right now, whoa, that was clearly a fake retest. And usually when you have such a kind of bearish accumulation on the previous trend, I can tell you that we are gonna likely see another big bearish wave for Trump. And it's not because many people believe that, oh, Trump was at $70, it will climb again to $50, to $20. Why? I just want to say, why, guys? It's not even the price, because the price is currently at $5, that you cannot dump another 50%. From $5 to $2.5, you have 50%. Why this shitcoin won't dump another 50%? Let me know why. This has literally no utility. There is no hype on the market. The momentum is clearly fully bearish, and the chart also is very bearish. We are under all K levels, but you also have literally no hype on the meme coin, and most of meme coin are just shitcoins. So without community, without momentum driving and money inflowing because of the hype into the meme coin, so it just clearly reflects that the sell pressure is much stronger than the buy pressure at the moment. I don't say that Trump coin will never move upward again. I'm just saying that the risk reward to holding this is literally shit, because we can easily dump another 20, 30, 50%, and that will surely be the case technically if you see this point, even if you skip this trend, because it's not very accurate. But so technically, if you are under under 8, and look at also the weekly, we are now very bearish on each time frame. Look at the weekly candle. This is very scary. You have literally no buy pressure. We again broke under the low. Oof, that's very bad. Yeah. So if tonight very interesting for shorting to me. If tonight we keep accumulating here, it will likely mean that we are gonna see another sharp dump, like we saw many times. For example, here, look at this. In few hours we dump 30%. Here, same. In few hours we dump 30% and even more. Here, one candle, boom, 6% of dump. So yeah, under this red zone, for me, literally, there is a huge sell pressure being created here. Especially if Bitcoin gonna nuke. Trust me that Trump coin will gonna be the next the first one to follow. And yeah, so my opinion on this one, don't gamble with high leverages because we are not aware to see such big move. But for people who are patient and with low leverage, I think that there is something to do with to take at least 10% of them. Yeah. So that's a kind of chart I like to trade because we are under every levels. Risk of pump to me are moderate here. And it looks more like a swing, but on the short side. That's what I can say on Trump coin. Just look at this weekly view. Where is the bottom? Think about this is a $1 billion cap. Am I wrong? No. Trump coin market cap 950 million. It's still rank 46. How is that possible? You have such coin like Ondo, ARB that are close in market cap to Trump. What? Who still own the token price? I think it's interesting to gonna scroll and find who are the holder of this. I guess that there is a lot of early insider, but they are gonna likely close their position because even if the market goes green again, they will surely find much more interesting to invest in real use case project rather than being stuck in this. I think that's the same kind of chart because no utility. Yeah, since this is literally the same kind of chart. But currently, compared to Trump, we have a double bottom still holding on the daily, but without market sentiment in green. This support can literally be break. What to do here? Because when you have such a chart, you have two possibilities. It's like, are we gonna see a double bottom? Yeah, here, or are we gonna see a long-term breakout once again, which is also very possible regarding the current market mood. So, okay, currently the support is holding, so taking a short position here looks very, very risky for the long term. At least if you look at the H4, yeah, this could be a long-term bottom for WIF. I don't know really. Okay, I find a very nice pattern here. Looks like a downtrend channel. Usually this is for me not a good sign because look at the market structures. It looks like more a descending continuation pattern rather than a kind of falling wedge, which usually is a bullish accumulation structure. Let me know what do you think about this one. Yeah, Bitcoin, as I explained, Bitcoin is bullish on the monthly to me, neutral, let's say, Momentum is bullish, monthly correction phase, weekly neutral, because we are stuck into many K levels, and the daily is likely very bearish to me on Bitcoin. So that's why short-term momentum is very bad on Bitcoin, and I expect to see a breakout on Bitcoin by the downside rather than the upside. So yeah, that's my point of view on WIF, but currently there is nothing to do literally, because without confirmation under this level we can be trapped on the wrong side, and inside this channel the price is likely gonna follow the channel structure, but it can be like SWI. I think that bearish setup looks very possible here. If you look at the H1 view, like SWI, we have a 15% gap for a dump. If we are moving into this channel, yeah, we are still very neutral. We tested so many times now the bottom here. So if Bitcoin dump, I won't be surprised to see another dump to at least revisit the lower bull zone, which is here. Oh, but yeah, we have also a nice uptrend. So you can keep an eye on this, and if we break under 0.36 here, it will likely mean that we are gonna crash maybe 10% inside this gap. That could be a good swing short, likely, let's say, up 24 hours, yeah, 2 days of play before to reach again this lower point, if I'm right, because I don't see any bullish configuration. Momentum remains very bearish, no reason for it to pump right now, except if Bitcoin gonna explode for some reason. There is no reason for me to see WIF moving upward again right now. And you have the 0.390, which is the 50% fib upper big level. That could be, yeah, a sell area to me if we are facing a short-term fake pump. So quickly, you see how I found my trade. And sometime when I'm on live with my charts, I can see live setup, which is much better to trade immediately, because I don't like to wait. But with time I learn to wait, because your wallet is always thanks you if you are more patient. So that's what I can say for WIF. Let's move on on more volatile coin maybe, because more volatile coin are oftenly in tendencies. Oh, XTZ, very old asset. I know it for years. Peer, Metis. Which one do you want to check, guys? ENA. Okay, I can check for ENA. Hop, I'm still live on X, yeah. Nice. And trust me, this is not something safe to trade in this fully red market. I was wrong about ENA last time, so sometime I also wrong, but not totally, because if you are patient, even if I'm the wrong bet, if you are patient, if you wait for K breakout, even if your view is wrong, you don't lose money because you are not in position. So ENA, I had this setup in mind, but you see, I didn't take the position because we have not broken out above, so I didn't lose money. So that's why that's very important to play for me with breakout. because you trust me, you save a lot of money when you are patient. For ENA chart looks very red, very bad, very bearish at the moment. But I really don't like to. So the daily view looks still good as we bounce. We are still oversell. We have a bullish divergence. I noticed here on ENA. So if Bitcoin hold, ENA is likely gonna visit again the previous levels. That's important because we are on monthly support. Currently, for a short-term play, ENA can do something. If you look at the weekly chart on ENA, we are at the weekly monthly low on ENA. So meaning that we are on a monthly bottom, and technically regarding the current price action, it can be a kind of triple bottom. This is usually a possible pattern if we hold on this support. But if we break under, then that will be terrible. So I won't speculate for such a long-term play right now. But for me, it looks like ENA is right now trading in a very good demand zone for the long term. But for the short term, I really have no ideas where the price could goes. We have an interesting bullish divergence. If you look at the daily view, okay. But as the momentum is very bearish, despite bullish divergence, it's very hard to say if it's the long-term bottom or if it's not. So let's keep it simple. For me, yeah, we are very neutral inside this kind of box. Yeah. Up, and yeah, we are still very bearish on the H4. We almost confirmed another bearish breakout on the daily. You see, on the daily we are very bearish. So despite bullish divergence, I prefer to play the trend rather than speculate on a long-term bottom. So I will show you a possible scenario that's literally a bearish move again. Because daily breakout confirmation, we are currently likely retesting the previous break, and meaning that the market could crash again if there is no bull pressure and strong bull pressure soon. So similar as SWI, judging by the daily view, the weekly, and even if we are on a monthly low, we can still move sideways and likely bearish for many weeks in a row. So momentum is clearly bearish. I would rather trust the bears rather than the bulls. If you look at the lower, okay, the demand zone, it's here, and you have the lowest point 0 at this level, but currently you have also a very strong support. So if I'm right, ENA is gonna crash once again, exactly as we 15%. So it's strange, and it's very comfortable for me to see that I check 4 or 5 charts, and on each of my charts I have the same convergence, and altcoins are gonna crash 12 to 15%. This is exactly as I said for WIF, you see, 15%. I set for SWI also, for Dodge also. So when I have convergence like this on my chart, so yeah, you see also 15%, ENA, yeah, 30%. If you take the resistance point, 15% also. So on most of my chart, I have the same conviction, same play, and this is all about the chart, not about what I'm thinking. I just reading the chart and playing the trend, following the momentum, give you a very high win rate accuracy. So yeah, I stick about this vision right now. Short term, maybe if we are lucky for a sell entry, I will take entry inside this red box because that will be the perfect daily break retest. You have also the open drive on the H4. Yeah, exactly. You see, also if you look at the H4, look at this candle. We called it an open drive candle, meaning that after the accumulation, the whales sell in masses, creating a sharp dump. So if retailers are pumping again, they will likely visit. So this is called a short-term correction, likely driven by retailers, and it could trigger a perfect retest before to see another dump like that, like we saw here. So I will set alert on ENA because it looks very clean. Yeah, 0.33 maybe. So to me, it can be a swing play here, likely 1 day or 2 days, and 15% potential. Yeah, around 0.20, 1950. Very clean setup to me because we are clearly bearish on each time frame. We broke under support again. Even if we are on a monthly support, as long as there is no bullish momentum, there is no reason except for hoping for a reversal. But why would the market reverse without macro news, very big news? I don't know. Without momentum, without bullish sentiment on the market, we could stay red for many weeks more. So it makes much more sense to see another dump right now. I think market is gonna crash once again, and Bitcoin maybe will revisit the 80k 79, and if Bitcoin break lower than 79, then that will be terrible again, and we could face another wave of liquidation. Oh, Tena Finance, nice break. As I explained, solid project with real revenue. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, I call for this setup once again. Very nice accuracy. Insane. Guys, congratulations if you follow my play. For Tena, I call for this wave. We caught, let's say, 15-20%. I'm bullish over time for ENA. I think it will pump much higher because of the project, the DEX, the perp DEX revenues, the on-chain activities, the fees they are generating every day. It's like Aster, but 100 less time valuated. So that's a very, very, very big long-term opportunity to me for Tena Finance. And despite the fact I was bullish inside this wave, I gave you another warm. Let me show you. That's insane how the setup play well to see such accuracy. Let me show you because let me show you. Up. Oh, it's here. Okay. Let me show you. Yeah, you see exactly. This is crazy, the accuracy. Insane. So I gave you the bottom for a 20% move, and Yeah, look at the accuracy. That's crazy. Look at where the exact... Whoa. I think I posted the arrow before. So you can imagine that I posted this arrow before the price tested it. So yeah, the same setup and same chart. I'm not lying. Same box. I spotted the bearish accumulation phase because of the momentum faded. Also the RSI. Look, we dumped 10%, 9%. That was not bad. And I said that if we hold here, we are likely gonna see another move upward. And this is exactly what happened. Yeah. Crazy. That's crazy. Congratulations if you took this one. So this is a good chart for swing because it's respecting my chart, and the on-chain activity is increasing daily. That's a very solid project. Currently the H4 view looks good, so I won't be surprised to see ENA outperforming the... because this is crazy. I can show you something. No. Yeah. This is something that you have to be aware of. Tena Finance. Sorry, I'm lagging. My computer is lagging. But it's especially where you can make the more money. Yeah, we are... Whoa, chart looks crazy for Tena Finance. I think Tena is gonna pump, 1x minimum. For me, this is a real gem to accumulate. They are building a perpetual DEX, and they are not building, it's already online, it's already active. It's even more efficient than Aster, than Hyperliquid. They have more tools on it, and they are also backed up by Yeezy Labs, so they don't care about... they don't care if their token price remain low, because they will still have fees and funds to keep building. So the project will survive even in a bear market. But you can clearly see that... Wow, that's crazy. You can clearly see that it's crazy, guys. You see Tena Finance market cap. Oh, I don't have it here. Let me check because I have my account open. I will show you, not on this screen because I don't want to show you my wallet. But I think that Tena Finance, it's a very nice gem to accumulate for the long term. Also, you can earn a lot of rewards on their liquidity pool and staking page. If you are operating nodes, if you are a staker, on their DEX. My computer is lagging, I'm sorry. But let me know if the stream is still going well. I just want to show you. Yeah, I'm lagging too much. I'm sorry, I can't open a page. But we will do it right now. Tena Finance market cap. That's really crazy. Wow, that's insane, the opportunity we have. I will do DCA every week on this one because I'm pretty sure that we are in a long-term bottom. So meaning even if Bitcoin dump, I have very large confidence to say that the bottom is almost around this zone. Market cap 20 million, only 22 million. Wow, while you have Aster DEX, Aster, for example, valuated more than few billion. Let me check. That's crazy. And when you think about the regulation, also people are gonna move. It will be the same hype we saw on a few years ago when you have Ethereum and the DEX hype. At the beginning of the DeFi, you saw Uniswap, PancakeSwap exploded because liquidity were tunneled into the DEX, but the next hype will be about trust me about perpetual DEX. 2 billion market cap almost, so meaning that Aster is 100 times more valuable than Tena Finance for the same product. And look at Tena Finance. In 3 days, you can imagine that they generate almost $500K in fees on their DEX only. And think about, we are in a red market, so volume are pretty red. Liquidities and how can I say, on-chain transaction momentum also remain very low. So I can't imagine in a bull market how many fees, how many profitable will be their project. So this is typically a very solid pick for the long term I'm watching for. And the one you can be likely 90% sure it won't disappear even in a long-term red market phase, because they are generating revenues, they keep building because they can pay their developer over time. And yeah, that's crazy to see. Look at, we have a nice breakout on the daily also. Ooh, guys. I found the real trade. Let's go. I will show you why. Finally, I got something very interesting. Nice. Very clean. Whoa, that's very clean. You see, guys, is it an Adam and Eve? Yeah, looks like to me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure for a swing play, this one is very nice. And you can imagine that what I said at the beginning of the stream, if you scroll, are you seeing my screen on Binance Square? Is it working well? Because it looks like it's freeze. The Twitter page looks freeze, no? Are you seeing my chart? It's freeze on my Binance Square page. So is it working well? Yeah, I think on OBS looks good. Yeah, and well, I was right. You can imagine that the whole market is red almost. You have like one chart out of 10 which is bullish, and this one will outperform the whole market pretty soon. I think this is surely the best pick for the next year. Tena Finance, because they are backed up by giants, their product is working very well, and with the state regulation also, they will keep gaining in liquidities on their perpetual DEX. I don't say that this project will survive in 10 years or so, but if you look at the in few years, maybe let's say in 5 years, I'm pretty convinced that it will be variable 10x, 20x more, yeah, very, very easily. And I invested in at this low level. Look at, yeah, wow, you can, whoa, we are at 20 pennies. It was traded 15x higher on the Binance listing a few weeks ago. That's crazy. So imagine when the market will turn green again, seeing a 50x, not impossible, because even 15x, it will be valuable at, as I said, 20 million, say 1 billion. If it printed 15x, 50x, 1 billion market cap only, but imagine how many more fees they will generated in a bull market. So even if you have a 1 billion project, if they generate $20 million per month, looks very realistic. It's still very realistic. And currently, yeah, we have a clean buy signal for Tena Finance. So if you want, yeah, I will show you for a swing play. Now, if we dive in the chart, you can clearly see what's working on the bearish side also work on the bull side. You can clearly see that we ended, for me, wow, the buy volume is insane on the daily. Let's go. I didn't took this one because I stopped traded for the short term. But yeah, Tena Finance, very bullish above the green zone here. Long-term accumulation, daily accumulation phase has ended with the 2 days candle. What to say? Yeah, we have a clean, I can say double bottom. Maybe inverse head and shoulders pattern. I think so. Yeah, if we add the head, why not? Why not? I don't know about all the pattern, but I'm 90% sure that a long-term reversal, at least for the coming days. Yeah, you have something like that. Am I mad? Or if you look at this chart, we have the downtrend. Okay, maybe we created this head here. We can have this structure. Likely we form the second shoulder here, and the real breakout could start, yeah, above the red line. And you will see, if we confirm it's matching perfectly with my line. Yeah, you see the Kijun here. This is the exact 50% fib. So we got breakout. I warned about the correction. We had the correction, consolidation of the 50% fib, meaning that we are entering into the third wave. So it's very clean. So this is the 50% fib. I'm not lying, you see 50% fib. So we have the first wave. Let's say second wave with, and I don't like people that are trading very simply like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you can create a second point even if you have 2 touch, as long as there is no invalidation under the lower high, which is here, the higher low, sorry, the momentum, and the trend remain intact. So yeah, if we break here 0.23 exactly, and it should match with, yeah, okay, perfect. You see the so accurate. That's why, guys, I'm 90% sure of my chart, because when I draw my line before seeing all the time frame, it match exactly with, that's crazy. So yeah, I'm very bullish on this one. Despite 10 charts are bearish, I found the one which is gonna explode with very high accuracy. So for I'm talking too much, but I think it's important to explain you. For my targets, yeah, you will see I'm highly convinced that the local top, the next top, will be, that will be here, 0.21, 0.22, 2170 as how can I say, not strong but weak, weak resistance. And the final point to me is 0.245, 0.25. Yeah, so now if I adjust the setup on my line, and I will try to find the best entries for you guys. Is it okay with the stream? Let me know in comments, because my screen is freeze. But I will give this setup on my Twitter page. Yeah, I think if you look at this H1 play here, judging by the short-term volatility, I want FOMO. The best buy entry to me is, retest of this zone. If we are lucky, then we can move. And you see how I find the setup. I don't look only at one chart, because one time frame can give you a lot of information, but also give you a lot of fake information if you don't confirm your ideas, because I materialize my ideas scrolling over many time frames for to increase my success rate, as you can see. So I will post it as setup for my community. Yeah, very clean, very clean. And I don't think, because like Trump coin, people can think that, oh, it's again a fake pump, but the chart is clearly showing that's not the case, and real momentum is building, a real breakout. And when the chart reflects the realities like that, I can say that it means that the project is building, and it's a solid project, because the chart reflects the demand. Without demand, the chart looks red. With demand, the chart looks clean, and you have a solid uptrend. Okay, guys, that's why I explained you about my views on this really oversell project, and highly profitable perp dex generating revenues. And I don't understand why it's still how it's possible that this one is traded under 20 penny at the moment. So yeah, there is a huge long-term opportunity. And congratulations if you follow my stream, if you invest in at least at your own risk. Again, this is not financial advice, just my own ideas. But trust me, you will surely thank me in few months, few years, if you are intending to take this one. Also, yeah, I can have wrong also, so be cautious with the market, but I'm just sharing my opinion with high accuracy again. So also, if you look at the H4, we have a very clean confirmation. So one thing also, I prefer to talk about one chart rather than 50, because one chart can fight again 99% of traders on the market. Yeah, so one setup in a month, you can win more money than someone that is trading 50 setup in a day. So think about that. And yeah, so I think I will end the stream. Let me know if you enjoy it, and see you for the next one. Yeah, I will maybe show my face next time with a froggy mask or something, as I said. And I love you guys, and see you soon. Yeah, I hope the content is good for you. I hope you enjoy it, and I will post about Tena, yeah, THUSDT. I will show the setup on my media. And thanks for following. See you guys, bye. Thanks. And before I cut the stream on Binance Square, so before we leave, you can join my groups. Every groups are totally free. The community is huge, and yeah, we have a very good community. Many people are also doing trading daily, so you can improve your knowledge on many fields, because we have also some developers, some real builder on chain, some technical analysis, some fundamental analysis. So feel free to join my community here. And also you can have access to my private trading groups. It's totally free if you just sign up on BingX using my link and proceed to the KYC. And if you put deposit and trade over time, all my groups remain free to you. And I of course give more insight, and I will move on beginner formation, Ichimoku tools, formation, and much more to come for the next year. So thank you for following the stream and see you later, guys. Bye.